They evolved Ahsoka's character throughout this series and this episode. Did you notice that after she comes out of the world between worlds, after she's saved, is the first time in this series we've seen her wear, you know, a lot of white. Like she had the white kind of long sleeve gloves on as well. And she was also wearing kind of the white cloak. And it was cool to see her wearing white because that like symbolizes, it's like rebirth, visual representation of the evolution of her character. She was also smiling a lot more towards the second half of this episode, even though like Sabine is gone. It's like a return to her roots and who her character is, evolving from the guilt-carrying Ahsoka that we've had in the first few episodes of this, because I think that's part of what this was all exploring as well. And I'm very curious if we're going to go back into the world between worlds at some point, or if she's going to have some other interaction with Anakin. You would think that's likely, because I don't think all of her guilt around Anakin falling to the dark side has been resolved just yet. I think she's still carrying that weight. So clearly she was carrying some pretty dark feelings from the Clone Wars. She grew up in war, and that's something I think people don't realize about Ahsoka. She grew up during the Clone Wars. Like she was constantly exposed to war from a very young age. If you watch Tales of the Jedi and you see kind of her journey in that series, it was rough, man. Like it's been a rough life for her. Really cool to see her evolve out of that and being symbolized in her character and in how she's dressing now, and also the fact she's smiling more, the fact she's like returning to energy.